As cryptocurrencies continue to decline, which altcoins are on our radar? We have some big news for one specific altcoin and why 2025 could be the year of Chainlink. I'm going to lay out my proposal for you watching on why you should have some exposure to Chainlink and what is happening in 2025 that could be massive for the network. We're also going to talk about DeFi. We're going to talk about a new documentary from HBO that will apparently reveal the identity of Satoshi Nakamoto. It's going to be crazy. We have that and much more in today's episode of Sin City Crypto. Let's go.
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house.
Double fisted,
Welcome to Sin City Crypto,
Double finger.
home of the entertainment focus.
Call him Two Finger Rob.
Can I get my intro?
Sure.
Home of entertainment focus.
But do you like that nickname, Two Finger?
Stop!
You get so mad. Jesus.
Because he does his intro every day and I never say anything. And then I do my intro and it's like,
He wants his intro. He wants his intro. I'm so sorry. Okay, go ahead, Robin.
no, it's all good.
All eyes on you, baby.
No,
Let's
it's
go.
all good.
Come on,
No,
intro.
fuck you.
We take old, boring two-finger information, package it up. Welcome back to the show, guys. We're joined with Angry Rob. Also, Ashley's joining us today to quell some of the tension in here. Ashley, how you doing?
I'm good. I told someone in the chat that you're my grandpa.
I'm your grandpa?
Yeah, they asked if I was related to anyone. I said, you're my grandpa.
Oh, I definitely don't. I'm not.
Oh, man.
Yeah, sorry.
I was lied to.
Yeah. Well, anyways, let's talk about, let's start here. Okay. So, worrying bearish pattern threatens Bitcoin's fall to 52,000. What pattern are they talking about? What happened to my, oh, this is Ethereum. Oh, my chart just changed on me. There we go. This is the pattern. Parallel channel. I think Robin talked about this. Downside is 52,000. Depending on when we get there. If we get there over the next few days, you're looking at 50, just call it 52K flat. As this thing trends downwards, you get into the low 50s, high 51s. And so could we get there? Potentially. Do I think we're going to get there? I don't think so. I think we see strong bids coming in at 60K, which obviously 60K is held. We take a look at the hourly on BTC. We get rid of this channel. The hourly, obviously, we are trending down, but looks like we've created some sort of a falling wedge or a falling channel here. As you can see on the 1 hour, these do typically break to the upside. Throw some Bollinger Bands on there. We're trading on the lower end of that Bollinger Band, which is good because it always reverts back to the mean. And then we take a look at volume. Where is volume coming in on the 1 hour? So I would expect to see immediate resistance right at this 63.3 level. Do have a big volume note here around 60,700. And the next one is going to be at 61.8. That is where Bitcoin attempted to reverse the trend, did technically put in a higher high on the 1 hour time frame, but continued to spill off, made a higher low, or excuse me, a lower high and a lower low as well. So we are currently in a downtrend, at least on the micro, on the one guy. And so, I don't know. What are your thoughts on where Bitcoin is, Robin? Do you think 60K holding, or so far holding, is a positive sign? Or do you think we can get to the bottom end of that channel there on the daily?
You know, my concern is that since the last like 12 hours, we keep going down and really testing that 60K level, right? And so will it support hold? I think 60K is such a big round psychological number that
That was a big sigh, man.
I don't know, man.
Have you lost
I think,
confidence in the market?
No, I think in the short term, it's no different than what I was saying yesterday. Yesterday, it was, and the day before, I think ever since we kind of came into October and we saw that we immediately spilled off, immediately sold off. I mean, take a look at the weekly chart here, or on the week, you can see that we went right in October down significantly from 65 down to 60,000. And I think that I think a lot of traders have lost confidence in the October because I think that they were just so bullish. They had so much conviction that we're going to be at 80, 90,000, which I do still, I personally think that we're going to get there, but I do think that we're going to have one last sell-off before we rally. And I do think that's
But can I
coming
argue
this
this
weekend.
was a sell-off from 66 to 60?
It could have been.
Or do you
yeah.
think we're going to
Yeah,
see
this
more
could,
down?
this could have held support. If you're asking me what do I think is more likely, I think that going into this weekend, we're sub 58,000.
Sub 58,000?
Yeah, I think we're probably around like 57, maybe 56. I think 55. I think 56 is a very strong area. I know we bounced off of there a couple times since we've been over 60,000 since February. And so we know that historically it does go down there from time to time. And I think that we'll go down there one more time just because of the trend in the short term. And then I think coming in to next week, mid next week, maybe a week from now, I think that we're back above the 65,000. I think we get a strong rally. So I think one more sell off before the rally.
So, I'm kind of just looking at the broader markets, right? Everything's down on the 24-hour. You have Solana down 6.5% on the 24-hour, XRP down almost 10%.
XRP, man, it just had its ETF listing by Bitwise, and it's just very confusing.
To be fair, it was a filing, right?
Yeah,
we only saw
It's not
ETH
an
and
approval, obviously.
Well, exactly. We only saw ETH and Bitcoin rally on the approval, not the filing, right? So, but a 10% spill off.
We did see Bitcoin rally on the filing.
On the file. Oh, when BlackRock filed. Because everyone assumed it was going to get approved.
Yes, exactly.
Does everyone assume Bitwise is going to get approved? They have that kind of pull BlackRock does? No. Now, if BlackRock comes in and files for an XRP ETF, I think we definitely see a pump in the price.
Yeah. I don't think they would, though.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I think seeing what they did with their Ethereum product, and I don't know what kind of talks they have behind the scenes, if it's the conversation of, hey, this one kind of fell short of our expectations. There's no point in adding another one and confusing the markets. Let's get more dominance and more market share on the Ethereum ETF. The Bitcoin one is doing really good. I don't know if those are the conversations or if the conversations are, hey, maybe people just don't want Ethereum. Maybe they want XRP and they go that way. I don't know, but I don't foresee BlackRock filing for an XRP ETF anytime soon. If anything, I think, well, they can't really do that because there's no clarity, right? We don't have any clarity from the SEC. I was going to say like the top crypto basket. I think eventually we're going to see like crypto AI ETF, a infrastructure crypto ETF, DeFi crypto ETF. I think those ones does something I would be very, very interested in. But that is not here yet because again,
even the baskets, they're going to be dwarf in comparison to the spot market. And so
I'm saying spot, but basket.
I know what you mean, but it's still going to, we have it already. They have, tech ETFs where they'll bundle up a bunch of, tech driven companies or sectors. And so we have them in Bitcoin mining, but that's such a small ETF. And so, yeah, I think it's a product that serves a very, very small percentage of people. But what we want is the spot market, right? That's essentially why we're here. We want to be able to buy, or we want to have the markets offering, for Wall Street, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and realistically, majority of the major alts, right? I don't see any reason why there shouldn't be Solana, XRP, Caspa, ICP, Cardano. Like they should all be on there, right? I think that it's clear to me that these are not securities, right? It's clear to me that with a token or a coin that has utility and has a broad market where people can sell it, not like a security, they can just simply trade it, then why not have an ETF for it? It seems like a no-brainer. I think we just got so used to the SEC just shutting everything down. I'll just say this, that, the SEC has no problem approving publicly traded companies that are very, very small and have a couple $1 million. Look at penny stocks, basically, right? And so what I'm saying is that it's not that, oh my God, we have this tiny crypto ETF. We have you know, if you went down the list and you were to say like, hey, you know what, let's do a ETF for Caspa. You know, it's $3 billion market cap. Let's do an ETF for Stacks. That's $2 billion market cap. Filecoin, Hedera, Optimism, like Phantom, Cosmos. Like, there's no reason these don't have ETFs. And if you were to just simply say, oh, well, the market size, and even if you use, and I know you say it all the time, like yesterday's kind of we started the show, but like, well, what's the point in launching an ETF for XRP? Nobody's going to buy it. But like, think about how many stocks there are available and traded globally or traded on Wall Street, which is essentially traded globally. There's so many. There's tens of thousands of stocks out there that have very minimal volume that just aren't traded realistically. And so I don't think that needs to be a prerequisite to get listed, right? And so for me, I just think that eventually we'll come around to the idea that, you know what, crypto belongs on all the markets, including Wall Street, not just Bitcoin.
It's interesting, you know, like why does a company go public, right? It's to raise money. It's to be able to gain capital from the public, right? And so
It's to dilute the ownership, right?
it's to raise money. It's simple.
No, but it's to spread out the ownership, right? And so if I sell a part of my company, whether I sell it to a venture capital company, if I take 50% of
No one is going public to give away equity. They're trying to raise.
That's what you're doing. You're giving away ownership. Well, why do you think you have board members? And if you buy enough stock, you become what?
Correct.
A board member.
But what I'm saying is that's not the reason they go public. The reason they go public is, hey guys,
yeah, but the reason you sell to venture capital is not because you want them to take control. It's because you want to raise money.
Okay, so that's
but in raising money, you're giving up part of your ownership. That's what I'm saying. So you're giving, whether you want to say that's your motive or not. At the end of the day, you go public, you're giving up part of your company, and you're letting the public make decisions. That's why you come out with quarterly reports, because you need to show the shareholders, and the shareholders have a say on the direction of the company, and the largest shareholders make decisions as well. And so I don't see any difference behind the motive of using an ETF. Like, hey, we want to bring in money, and you know what? If you know, especially get into proof of stake, if somebody buys enough of a coin, then essentially they have decision-making power, right?
Well, the company custodying it does. I think that's the problem is these ETFs, even though they're buying the spot product, the underlying asset, but they're not.
They would have to stake it and then
distribute rewards.
Yeah, they would have to take customers' fund and then stake it into one large pool, which is not allowed by the SEC right now. Correct. So it's
kind of what Lido does.
That is what Lido does. But
exactly.
but the thing is in the ETF that doesn't happen. And so back to where we were originally saying, you can buy the coin, you can buy the token, you can stake it, and then at that point you can make decisions. But in ETF it just doesn't exist. And so I just think that eventually this whole ETF thing and just picking and choosing which one that's gonna go away. And you're gonna have thousands of different cryptos on Wall Street, maybe 10 years from now.
I would say sooner than that.
1,000?
Yeah. Well, it's sooner than 10 years.
You think? I don't think we're at 1,000 ETFs in crypto until probably 10 years. That's my opinion. I think we maybe get to 100, maybe in 6 or 7 years.
I think that number would actually shrink. I was thinking more of a time frame, getting more ETFs versus the amount of ETFs.
So do you agree there'll be 1,000 crypto ETFs at some point? 1,000.
If you combine
I'm talking about like you look at the coin market cap list. I'm talking about page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 7, all the way to page 10.
Well, you can also have the basket ones, right? The grouped ones. So, but I don't think 1,000 cryptocurrencies. If I go through 10 pages of coin market cap, I don't think each one of those deserves an ETF, right?
And that's what I was.
And in 10 years, like we're talking about as the market matures, the stupid projects, the ones that don't really do anything, that
let me say this:
they're going to fall off.
Is crypto going to replace fintech, or at least
that's going to
take a big line share?
I think that'll take longer than 10 years. on the infrastructure side.
Yeah, and I agree. It's not going to replace it, but it's gonna start taking some of the percentage
The market
share,
share,
the
yeah.
market share, right?
Yeah.
And so, anyways, where I was getting at is there's tens of thousands of publicly traded fintech companies out there, and so you can go and invest in those companies through Wall Street. And I do think that there's going to be tens of thousands of usable cryptos out there 10 years from now. And they don't all need to be layer ones, right? You can have dApps. Just think of like Uniswap, for example. Just imagine if Uniswap expands to version 8, right? I'm saying like 10 years from now, you got V8.
Do you like
Uniswap.
V8, by the way? Did you?
No, it's disgusting.
Really?
But yes.
What about
yeah.
the fruit ones?
They're all disgusting.
Ashley, do you like V8?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, who likes
Isn't there a
who likes
shampoo
to
called
take
V8?
VO5?
VO5.
Oh shit! Yeah. So I knew there was
Dollar
a V and a
ticket.
knew there was a V and a number
That's
in
the
there.
cheapest shampoo on the planet.
I
Hey,
just asked
but
the
it was good.
No, it was not.
I used
Fight,
it, I
fight,
don't know.
fight, fight, fight. Just kidding. Let's take a look at the markets, and then we'll talk about our favorite picks with this dip. I have three. I don't know how many you have. I got three of them. Got three really, really good ones.
No, yeah?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Mm.
Okay, go ahead. Where the
All
market's
right.
at?
So,
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin
No.
still once again right here at between 61 and 60,000. Just questioning, will the support hold at 60K? Going into the altcoins, Aptos up 8% on the 24 hours and up 1% on the week. Really, the only thing that's held at all on the weekly. I mean, you have Flare up 3%.
I wonder if
Tron.
someone maybe told people to maybe buy Aptos. I don't know. Maybe it was a good time to get an Aptos.
Who's that someone, David?
Had to be someone on a show, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? It's crazy. You tell the viewers to buy 5 of them. Eventually, you'll get one right.
Wow.
Yeah. So, no, honestly, it's we are pretty plugged into the markets. What's going on? The fundamentals, sometimes can slide in without grabbing mainstream headlines. So, if you catch some big articles, yeah, the market will move. But if you're seeing that a chain or a project is going out here and making key partnerships and having key upgrades, and then maybe some unlocks or airdrops, sometimes those fly under the radar. And if you get exposure to those early enough, you can catch a rally. So
Before we move forward,
Yes.
I want you guys. I saw Jimmy throw his little predictions there. I want to know. I'm curious. What do you guys think my top 3 coins are? Throw them in the chat. I'm curious. But anyways,
what do you think your top 3?
No.
What do you think David's thinking about? Put a 1 in the
well,
chat.
Jimmy put a prediction on my list. So
Pick a number from 1 to 1.
I'm curious.
What color underwear is David wearing right now? Take a guess.
Brown.
He's like,
Multicolor. Actually, camouflage.
he's like, joke's on you. 2
So
pairs
you
of
can
jeans,
spot what it is.
tight
Yeah.
and loose.
Flash from what?
Ha ha ha! ha, so funny.
All right, so you
Have
have
a flash from what? Trying to hide it.
A lot of red in the markets today, though.
Trying to hide it in the
So, I mean, Athena. I don't know too much about. You know anything? You know much about?
I knew
Athena?
someone named Athena one time.
Wow, okay. Wow. So
From
Athena
Virginia?
down 14%. Where is your head today? Like,
You don't remember Athena?
he's like, dog with hat. I had a dog before. I also had a hat.
You don't remember Athena? Athena. Sorry.
Are you just gonna keep saying Athena over and over again?
You said it.
Can we do a show?
That was. How do you think I feel 90% of the time with you sitting there babbling about God knows what? So you're welcome. A little taste of your own medicine.
Itina,
But
if
you're just
listening to us,
spewing
please
out
call in.
names. At least I interject with like
With
a
nothing.
video,
No, with
with
nothing.
like some kind of
With
funny meme.
dumbass
You're just like
stories about
Athena,
nothing.
Athena. I
Where
know a
are
girl,
you?
Athena. Yeah.
I think it's on the Rocky movie at the end. It doesn't say Adrian. It says Athena. Athena.
No.
I
Where
must
are
have
you?
missed that part.
All right. Well, back to the numbers here.
Mm.
So Beam is down 11%. You
I
got
had a beat once. I'm done.
It's not even funny. You're the only one laughing.
What happened today?
I don't
What's wrong
know.
with him?
It's like a dude's just over here laughing at fart jokes, but don't smell nothing.
Hey,
Beam
careful
house
with the
one
next coin you're gonna name.
All
It
right.
was the best beam I've ever seen.
I got a paper one time.
All right. Well, I'm done with the markets. There you go.
Okay, I'm done.
Go ahead.
Okay. My first altcoin is none other than R-Weave. I knew someone who had a Weave one time, but this R-Weave is going to make you a lot of money, $17.77. You got the AO supercomputer. You got a project that's got one of the best tokenomics in the entire cryptocurrency space. I think on my ranking for the Almanac, they got a 5 out of 5 on tokenomics. Team great. I can't find one simple thing I can point to on Arweave and say, I don't really want to have long-term exposure to this project. With the infrastructure play, with the cloud hosting services play, with the data storage play, and now with the AI play, Arweave under $20 with a total circulating supply of 65 million. 65 million. For reference, Ethereum has 180 million. Avalanche has 400 million. Solana has 350 million. We're talking about 65 million tokens in circulation with a capped supply of 66. So over 99% of the tokens of Arweave are currently circulating. You take a look also as far as price action. It says Arweave on the daily. This is essentially a, call it a falling wedge, a falling triangle. It's falling, and it will get back up. And the good thing, too, here on this Arweave chart is we are currently trading on the lower bound of our little pattern here. And if I throw on the price action concepts, what else are we seeing? We're seeing the price of Arweave currently in the discount zone. Mark my words. If you get into Arweave now, you will make money. That's not a guarantee. That's not financial advice, but that's a very, very strong opinion. And you take a look at the last few times that price dipped into this discount zone. We had a wick down on August 5th. That was Black Monday. That happened in Japan. If you would have entered in there and you would have just taken the first level of profit, you'd be up 40%. More recently, we saw a wick down there again on September 18th. And if you bought the dip there and rode it to the top, you would have made 35%. Well, guess where we are now? We are in this discount zone. Arweave, do not fade it. My second one is Aave. Aave, DeFi play. Excellent tokenomics. It's got the Go stablecoin that directly affects Aave and the tokenomics. You have the Donald Trump coin, World Liberty Fire, whatever the hell that DeFi protocol is called. That is leveraging Aave. It is the top DeFi play on the top chain in the entire world, which is Ethereum. 14 million tokens on Aave with a cap of 16. Aave, I'm super bullish. This thing ran up. Look at the month chart. This thing ran up to over almost $180. Still up 15% on the month. On the 7-day, it is down 15%. And so Aave to me is really, really good. And then my last one is my good old friend Chainlink. $10.54 for Link. Why am I so bullish on Link? Allow me to share with you a post here. This is from Swift. Exciting news starting next year. Financial institutions from around the world will start trialing live digital asset and currency transactions on the Swift network. This marks an important milestone in our journey to enable banks to transact interchangeably across both existing and emerging asset and currency types using their current connection to Swift. This is a quote from Tom Zach, Chief Innovation Officer at Swift. As new forms of value emerge, our intention is to continue offering our community the ability to seamlessly make and track transactions of all kinds of assets using the same secure and resilient infrastructure that is integral to their operations today. And guess who or what protocol that these transactions will be flowing through? That is none other than Chainlink. And guess what will be used as a universal gas token? You guessed correctly. That is the Link token. Super bullish on Chainlink going into 2025. Don't wait for this thing to start. For you to see headline news, Chainlink moves $700 billion of value. The trial went great. They're going to expand. Chainlink's price starts moving up, and you start FOMOing in at $20, $25. Don't be that person. If you're going to get exposure to Chainlink, buy at $10. Those are my three. Any commentary on those?
No, it's all pretty solid.
Okay. What you got?
You went very safe there.
I went very safe.
Yeah, very safe.
Okay, that was a little safe. Oh, I have a third one. I have a fourth one. Bonus. Sui. I'm buying the Sui dip. Sui's got the feel of a Solana last cycle. A lot of hype around it.
Sui,
Yeah. Everyone's waiting for that. Everyone's waiting for a drawdown. And where's Sui at now? Just before you go, Rob, let me take a peek real quick. Sui is down 4% at $1.72. Obviously, you look back a month ago, you could have picked this thing up at sub $1. Sub $1 at $1.73. Did hit a high of over $2. And so I'm a buyer of this dip of Sui, up 100% on the 1 month. So those are my three plus a bonus for. Robin?
All right. Well, see, me and you, I got balls. Got a little more risk.
Good thing
Risk
you use
on.
them, huh?
I sure do. So, first one up,
He doesn't.
I have Near.
Oh my God, you have
Protocol.
so much balls, man. You picked the top 20 project. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to interrupt you anymore, but you threw a shot at me. I got to throw a shot back.
What shot did I say?
You said, unlike you, I have balls. That's a shot. Go ahead, Near Protocol. I like this pick, by the way.
Okay, I'll go with my more risky picks. This is not okay. So I'll get back to Near Protocol later. Raven Coin.
Ooh.
And so this was something that we saw quite a lot of last bull market. Top 100 project. I don't remember exactly how high on the market cap list it was, but I think it probably broke the top 50 at one point. Either way, this is a fork of Bitcoin. It does have a lot of functionality, but one thing that it is focusing on is real world assets. And so tokenization of like airline miles and things that companies are using, it's kind of been the focus of Raven Coin. So I do think that one, it's proof of work. People are still out here mining it. And I think that this proof of work thing is starting to become sexy again, right? I think there was so much hate on proof of work. Only thing that was really proof of work was Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then Ethereum flipped out of there and went to stake. And then you see Caspa rise up. And I think a lot of the appeal with Caspa was a proof of work. And so I think that the sentiment is kind of switching back over to kind of, hey, you know what? Maybe the security proof of work is a good thing.
So
and it's so far outside the top 100 to where it is now. And so it's at 1 cent. It formerly at, it did get as high as 20 something cents.
Let me ask you a question. So is this more of a POW play or is it more of an RWA play for you?
I mean, it's both, honestly. I mean, I don't see why it has to be one or the other. And, the same way, like, hey, what is the best thing about Ethereum? Like, Ethereum has a lot of verticals and, a lot of them are very, they service different people. And so I think, for certain people that want proof of work, I think this is it. And the mining community is still behind Raven Coin. Obviously, it's not as strong as it once was. The rewards aren't quite as they're not incentivized to mine it as much as it was when the price was higher, obviously. But I do think that I wouldn't be surprised to see this come back. That is one of my go-tos. And you can see it is. And so almost outside the top 200. But you know what? If you go through the market cap list between 1 and 200, there's not a lot here that really grabs my attention. I mean, maybe Rocket Pool, but I mean, there's really not much here. I mean, so if you're going to take on more risk, you do have Engine Coin, but I'm not really too confident in the NFT markets, and I feel like Engine Coin is less of a household name now. And so there's really just not much in this range here. And so for that amount of risk, I do feel pretty confident that Raven Coin will make a bounce back. Another one, Akash Network. It briefly fell out of the top 100. And I do believe that because of the lack of competition between AI projects, because you had Ocean Protocol, Fetch, and Singularity Net all converge and merge together for one into one blockchain, that there's not that many plays. And so Akash, we've seen really strong performance. Might not be the best chart compared to others in this range. You can see that its previous all-time high was $6, and more recently, a few months ago, got up to $5. But I think that this is the beginning of a lot more to come. And so I do think that going into this bull market, we can potentially see this $20, maybe $30, $40 Akash, especially if it becomes one of the go-to AI plays. I know you're kind of a fan of Akash, or
I like.
yeah. So I mean, for where it is on the market, I mean, at its low, at the depths of this chart, back, and this was last year, it was 25 cents, and so up 10x from there, but still right at number 100 on the market cap list. So a lot of room to run, a lot of potential. This right here, if I had to pick one of the three that I would really like to, put a good chunk of a portfolio in, that the risk on portfolio, you have your Bitcoin, Ethereum, your favorite layer ones. I think that Akash really comes in as my favorite pick outside of those prominent ones that kind of hold the lion's share of your portfolio. So when I get to the riskier side of my portfolio, Akash is really a gem for me. And then back to Near Protocol. And so, Near Protocol is down quite significantly. Look at the weekly on this. It was up to $5.65, and it is spilled all the way down to $4.50. So, down almost 20%. And so being down 20%, I think is a great time to get exposure to Near Protocol. And the beauty about Near is that I think it's going to be one of the strongest performing altcoins this bull market. So even if you bought it here at this point in time and it did sell down to say $3, for example, and if it goes down to $3, we're assuming that Bitcoin probably pulled back. Maybe Bitcoin's at 52,000 or something of that nature. And even if that happens, we know that Near Protocol is gonna come back with very, very strong rallies as Bitcoin's price accumulates and breaks all-time highs later on in this bull market. So new all-time high for Bitcoin. Wouldn't be surprised to see that $10 Near Protocol. So this $4 price, I think, is a great, great, great entry position. And then, that goes with my three picks right there. So
You got a bonus one?
No, you know what? If there's a bonus one, it's really not anything that would probably excite you guys. It's probably just Cardano. I think that Cardano at 33 cents is really, I was kicking myself in the ass for not picking it up at 34 cents about 2 weeks ago. And then it rallied up to 40 cents. And I was like, damn it, man. I was like, I had a bunch of powder on the side to pick some up. And well, now it's back down to 33 cents. So it's funny how things work out. You're trying to onboard money and get cash to make a buy. And then for whatever reason, you can't execute it. And then all of a sudden,
you yelled at me for it.
Yeah, it was
look now, I did your favor. You're
100% your fault. But it's the same price I was trying to buy it originally.
Yeah,
so.
you're welcome though. You would have.
So it's your fault the price pulled back. That's what you're saying?
No, it's not. I'm saying you're welcome.
Yeah. Anyways, there you go.
I want to give a big thank you to Pep Brett for gifting 5 Sin City Crypto memberships. If you're a proud recipient of said membership, you have some fun emojis you can use. You are now officially a supporter of the channel, so we appreciate all of you. Someone said, is David still bullish on the Trump ETH coin? I am still bullish on it. I did take a little bit of profit on the way down, around $6-7, but I still have a significant amount left. I think as the election draws closer, it'll be. I think you're going to see. And when you look at the inflows on Dex Tools, it's a lot of big buys: 25K, 100K, 60K, just multiple $8,000 to $10,000 buys. And so I think as all eyes are going to be on the election, early voting started. So I think yes, the answer to that question is yes.
I also, talked about it a few times. I do like that Moodang. Question, Ashley, have you seen the Moodang thing? You know what we're talking about?
The what?
Moodang.
The
No.
little baby hippo.
The baby hippo? Have you seen it?
No.
You haven't seen a baby hippo?
Retail's not here yet.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all over social media, man. I don't
Are you gonna show me the baby hippo? or-
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Moodang.
Mm.
And so, have you ever seen a baby hippo before?
I don't think
I have
so.
not.
Yes.
Well, I have with Moodang, yeah.
Yeah, it's a baby hippo. It's this is
Oh, look how cute he is. Oh my god.
it looks like what are those
Ooh.
grubs, you know what I'm talking about? But
The what?
like in the little like worm grubs. Yeah.
That's a cute hippo right there.
Like why is it always so shiny?
That's their skin, bro. They can't help themselves.
Would you adopt one of these? and
No.
Take it home.
I would.
No.
For sure. And then it would, yeah.
Mm.
So you're so bullish on the meme coin, huh?
I am. I genuinely think that this is the next Pepe. I think that it's going to be a long road there. The same way that Pepe took a year, or almost a year. It took like 8 or 9 months for it to. No, not Pepe. Excuse me. I'm sorry, not Pepe. Popcat. I think it's the next Popcat. I think how Popcat took 8 or 9 months for it to get to where it is on the market cap list. I think that Moodang also has all of the makings of it. Really high risk, so I would proceed with caution. I threw a minuscule amount of capital at it that I had as just kind of like my play meme money. So for me, it was like $1,500. That's just kind of like a
Question. Baby hippo or baby goat?
baby goat.
Yeah, look at this.
Are you taking my idea?
I am. Yeah. Shout
I
out
want
to
a baby goat.
You want a baby goat?
I want a baby goat.
Goats got all those little goat turds though.
But
They-
like,
don't
have you
think
seen a
hippos have
baby
turds?
goat?
they look like
Look how
the,
cute this goat
you know
is.
the Count Chocula cereal.
What'd you just say?
It looks like that one. Yeah.
Okay. but
You've had a
they're cute.
baby goat before, huh?
No, but in Portugal, there's goats running around everywhere, and there's all these goat turds everywhere. And so,
Or are they the baby goat turds?
before the goat becomes a goat, it's
Look
a
at
baby
that.
goat.
How can you say no to this? Somebody launch a coin right now and pump up one. Baby goat? I will personally commit
See,
to
they're
buying, I
so
don't know, $100.
cute.
Yeah, it's a cute.
I want one.
Give me the hippo.
Give you the hippo?
Give me
The hippo?
You know, also
because
like,
a goat gets bigger. What are you gonna do with a big ass full grown
Oh,
goat?
a
what are you gonna do with a
Hippo
big ass
doesn't get
hippo?
Exactly, bro. That thing is badass. Imagine if I was walking down the street, walking
What are
a
you,
hippo.
Pablo Escobar?
Yeah, and then I could take the hippo down to the community pool, and I'd be like, everyone else is bringing their chihuahuas to the community pool. I bring a
Here comes Robin with a hippo on
Well,
the
a
leash.
full-grown hippo. I mean, tell me I wouldn't pick up some girls. I'm
You
just
would
letting
definitely not pick up
I
any
would.
girls.
Maybe you know how many girls want to take a selfie with a hippo?
Yeah.
They'd be like-
and then get eaten by one.
Like your hippo's so cute.
Yeah. Don't make sure it doesn't eat me.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, thanks, Ashley. Yeah.
No, that's the only
No.
one that wants a hippo.
Yeah, you're the yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'll take a hippo.
You'll take a hippo?
There you go.
Chase, my man.
Rocco said he'll take.
What
some
about
San
you,
Marzano tomatoes.
Rocco?
He will take San Marzano tomatoes.
What about you? Would you take a hippo?
Yeah, of course.
See,
Of course, yeah.
why
Okay.
not?
Y'all
Dave,
are
what you would
weird.
get?
It's me
Dave,
and you
what's
against
your
the
aim?
three stooges over here. I mentioned in the beginning of the. Should we ask for the chat things? So uncorrelated to crypto.
To which one would you?
Chat, baby goat or baby hippo? You got to keep it for 5 years.
You're a
You're
little
curious.
baby goat or baby.
So put
some odd
a
reason.
1 in the chat if you'd like a baby goat that would eventually become a full-grown goat. Put a 2 in the chat if you would like a baby hippo that would become a full-grown hippo.
Yeah.
And which one would you feel more comfortable raising?
Think about all the money you'd have to spend on like getting a swamp and having enough space for the hippo and the amount of food it eats, and you got to buy big ass pumpkins, and then you got to worry about it.
Well, goats here in Vegas need grass. There's no grass out here. And so with the big Hispanic community out here, there's a lot of cheap watermelons, and hippos eat watermelons. They just crack the whole thing open. Like, it's pretty badass. Like, I'm just letting you know.
Cheap watermelon.
What
yeah,
does that
the hippos
Hispanic
eat
community
watermelon.
have to do with
Because the
What about
Hispanic
hippos?
community has a lot of markets, and there's a lot of watermelons out here for sale. I'm just letting you
Especially
know.
in the
Yeah, but they
desert
cut them
again.
up and put them in fruit cups at the tahini, bro. They ain't saving none for your Robin's hippos. A lot of hippos. I'm very, very baby giraffe. No giraffes. There's definitely no room. Okay, so
Check this out, bro.
Oh, geez.
oh god.
Yeah, look at it. All right.
Oh my God, that looks like such a cool pet.
Ate
to
a
have.
whole watermelon and one went blah.
That looks like such a cool pet.
Go.
You have to be scared
Just
for the
saying.
rest of your life to be around.
There
Yeah.
it is.
You know, I mentioned in the beginning, HBO's doing a documentary. Now, this isn't some indie studio, film studio. This isn't some random person. This is HBO, the creator of The Sopranos, of Game of Thrones, of some of the best documentaries that are currently out there. And they're making a documentary, and they said that they know who Satoshi is. Mystery creator of Bitcoin identified, new HBO documentary claims. This is from Politico. A new HBO documentary claims to have cracked the true identity of the pseudonymous creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto. If its findings are widely accepted, the disclosure could send shockwaves through financial markets globally. The documentary is the latest work of Emmy-nominated Colin Hoback, who drew critical acclaim for his series Q Into the Storm, that exposed the authors of the QAnon conspiracy theory.
And then, have you seen the trailer?
No.
Oh yeah, here. Let me toggle my sound on real quick.
This should be interesting. Let's see. I haven't seen this.
Well, if
It wouldn't
Bitcoin
have
would
the
have,
same- I agree.
Bitcoin wouldn't have had the success it had, and if anything, he probably would have got locked up at some point.
Yeah. And for Satoshi's like vision down like 10 years like ahead back in 2008, 2009, 2010 to put mechanisms in place like difficulty adjustment when miners unplug, when the price goes down. There's some argue it's a perfect product. So for maybe not for what he intended, peer-to-peer transfer, but for what it's become, find me one better. Also, big shout out to Crit Cats, Rob's baby hippo named Hiptoshi. I like that actually. Thank you for the support. That'll do it for the show today. Anyone have any final comments? Any animals they are going to go by after the show?
A penguin
Penguin. Okay, now we're on penguins. Okay.
or a finger monkey.
A finger monkey? What is that?
Have you not seen the little itty bitty monkeys?
No. Is that,
I'm afraid to Google it.
No,
Yeah.
it's a thing.
you sure?
Should we Google it?
You sure it's not
Google it.
like a spider or something?
What?
Tarantula looks like
It's
finger
a monkey.
Okay.
Yeah, tarantulas and monkeys kind of look alike, you know? All right, Rocco. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We hope you had fun today. Today was a fun show. Come back tomorrow for even funner show. We love you guys. Until tomorrow. Peace.
Sin City, crypto, everybody know we here for entertainment and info, gonna show you how to get that big dough. So every day stay tapped in, for big facts, no capping. With Bitcoin, if you're in then you win, we divide the pie with no fraction. It's Big Rob, David, I spit the game but they gave it. Named according to your favorite, I got dry powder, why save it? To the OGs, new beginners, special shout out to the well members. Buy the dip, sell winners, ain't really nothing you can tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors, they gonna teach us mean coins, they polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin, laggers we trade them in, baddies they came to sin, and sinners gon' play to win, screaming hola, till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya, to the moon then to the solar, won't I? Don't be letting FOMO control ya, it's over, when the